Hello, everybody. My name is Ivan. I'm head of sales and consulting at Polywall. Today, we will talk about our new release, Polywall 3.10. And the motto of this release is a multi-dashboard experience and improved multi-dashboard experience. Some organizational topics, please do not hesitate to raise a hand if you have any quick question, or use your chat or Q&A session, Q&A part to provide some questions. I will try to answer them as soon as possible or at the end of the conversation. By the way, what you can see on the display right now, the background is one of our projects from insurance company. And that is exactly multi-dashboard experience, how we can see it from our control room experience and control room projects. This 4x3 video wall is managed by single PC under Polywall, and the multiple dashboards opened are used to showcase how the things are working for this company and showing it to the customers who visit the office of the insurance company. So that is one of our official cases. Interesting point that nowadays the digital transformation goes really far, and more often our control rooms show exactly the dashboards, and again dashboards. But let's talk a bit later about that. Let me please, for colleagues who joined and did not have the opportunity to know the Polywall in details before, let me please introduce our team and our business. Short business profile. Our solution is already more than 15 years on the market, 15 years of development. Since 2014, we are on the global market, more than 1,000 successfully delivered projects working under Polywall all over the globe. And current product version is 3.10, and it is tailored to improve the multi-dashboard experience, along with our strong points in software over IP, software sources on demand, automation interfaces, and virtual reality control rooms. We are based in Dubai Silicon Oasis. It's a free zone in Dubai, and the company name is Polywall Software Solution. So if you look into the globe picture, we are presented everywhere with the key markets of Latin America, India, Middle East, Africa, a bit less in Europe, a bit less in North America and Australia, but generally all over the globe. We are chasing the business whenever it comes from. Our job and our team job is to help integrators to create the project, build a proper bill of material, demonstrate solution to the customer, help in the project registration part, and then supervise and support during the delivery stage to make sure that whatever you initiated, you successfully close. So that's our part. We are helping all channel partners, distributors, consultants, integrators in their control room projects. So if you look into the list of customers, you can see that our solution is used by all kind of companies, all kind of vertical markets, and all kind of territorial stories. So there you can see the logistic companies, retail companies. There is a lot of consulting companies, including digital transformation consultants. There is a mining companies, airports, banks, and all other different types of the companies. And the story behind is that Polywall as a solution provides a very convenient and versatile tool for visualization in control rooms, which can be implemented in any kind of company. There is virtually no limitation of where it can be applied, and what we see exactly from our case studies. Okay, several words about the product itself, just a quick introduction. Polywall takes care about visualization of information on the video wall, and four main areas where it operates. First, it generates signal for the video walls. Second, it creates the layout of the sources, launching the application sources, streaming or capturing the workstations. It provides you the integration capacity to give you a tool to gather all the environment of your control room and and the company and integrate it with a Polywall iteration. And last, to create the custom interfaces, which will help you to build a perfect user experience. And all that is a pure software solution, which does not require any brand-specific equipment. And usually, for majority of projects, it's just one PC behind the video wall, and that's it. And that PC is built by our partners. So that's a short introduction of the product. Also, we have a set of modules created by us. So Polywall is a platform, and these modules are selected based on the license type which you put into the specific project. And generally, it's all under our software warranty created by us. We are a software developer company. Okay, so going further to the 3.10 overview, and the major story of that release is a multi-browser video walls, multi-browser experience, and improvement in this experience. We did our big job to rework the way how we work with browsers to improve the experience of our customers whenever they're working with multiple dashboards on one video wall. Also, there are a set of minor stories. There was one very nasty security concern, security issue appeared recently, end of last year, and we issued the patch for this, and it's included into the 3.10. Another minor story is a support for single sign-on functionality, which helps you to integrate solution into the large enterprise premises. There is an upgrades in certain, I would say, quality of life stories. We did upgrade to playlists and to text sources to simplify the job of operator and increase functionality according to the customer requests. Okay, let's go forward to multi-browser video wall, which is a major story for this release. So what it is, multi-browser video wall? You see the screenshot from one of our projects, and generally, if you talk about the basic for this, it is a digital transformation. It really generates a lot of data, which is used by companies for decision making, for the situational awareness, for the process control. And all this data is usually available through the numerous dashboards, which are generated by the analysts and monitored in the control rooms. One of the last trends and very, very common trends is named self-service BI tools. Self-service is actually increasing number of people who is building their dashboards inside the company. So self-service means that usual employees, not even analysts, can build the dashboard and provide it as a visualization for some activity or some data in a company. So actually that trend brings, multiplies the number of dashboards to be reviewed by 2-3 times or even more. So generally what we see in the control rooms now is that number of dashboards is increased heavily. There is a one-day dashboards or one-time dashboards even when some meeting is, so when they prepare the dashboards for specific meeting, not even for the whole day. So this way, you can expect that your customers who is using control rooms for the monitoring and controlling the operation will be managing more and more dashboards at once. So the Polywall have some tools which will support this usage scenario and which will simplify it. Okay, I will do following. I will just highlight these tools and immediately demonstrate how it works on some tools related to Polywall. So first tool is a mass login. So generally how it looks, you have the 5 dashboards which you need to visualize on the video wall. Usually, and 99% of the time, the dashboards are password protected. And these dashboards cannot be opened without entering their credentials. And sometimes you even prepare the layout, which consists multiple dashboards. And when you start or initiate this dashboard on the video wall, authorization becomes the first task. So to get to the data, you need to authorize yourself and do it for every dashboard. Usually, for Polywall now, mass login feature is implemented. which means that whenever you apply the layout for the video wall or just send multiple dashboards, you just need to enter the credentials once, and then using the same profile in a browser which you send to video wall, you can send the dashboards already authorized, or you can log in immediately to all dashboards which are on the video wall. Credentials will be saved in the session. So next time when you send the same dashboards to video wall, they will be again already authorized. In order to create this, we have introduced the new field in our browser page, which is named Profile. And whenever the profile is managed, the credentials will be saved into this profile. And operators may prepare the layouts using the same profile for all the sources to create the pre-authorized layouts for the dashboards. So, okay, let's see how it works. For our demonstration, I'm using the BI platform called Visiology. That's platform which is built on a similar principles with the okay, can we see it? With the Power BI. So they're very close to Power BI in the form that they are providing the self-service capacity. They're using the DAX in their preparation. So, and they generate a lot of tools, a lot of self-service dashboards. So how we create the sources now? Whenever we create the source, we just need to enter the line, its address of the dashboard, give it a name, and we need to mention the profile. So let's say profile will be the demo session. It's just the name of profile. Save it, and whenever you send the dashboard to the video wall, you can see behind me, and you can see inside the interface, the dashboards first of all request some additional authorization. Okay, we have 3 dashboards of different sort. Let's publish several dashboards at once. So the name was demo session. So every dashboard, if we want them to be mass login, it should have the same profile mentioned here. Okay, the demo session is also here. It goes, and again, it requires some authorization. And let's take next one and give it a demo session name here. Okay, so all 3 dashboards are published with the same profile, and all 3 require some authorization to be done. Let's authorize in it and see how it works further. So I'm taking the video wall under control. I'm using the laptop, and the feature of Polywall is that anytime you can take your video wall under control and use a keyboard and mouse to control the sources on the video wall. Okay, so I'm zooming in, entering the credentials. It's simplest story, and sign in. As you can see behind me and inside the interface, all the dashboards are already logged in. So that's exactly the mass login. So you just need to enter the credentials once, and all your dashboards are already authorized. And of course, you can interact using the Polywall, interact with the dashboard. For instance, you can drill into some data. You can check, for instance, here, you can select some property and see the results of this on the left side. That's the connected dashboards. You can go into other dashboards and see some details. So that is usual control room experience and working with the dashboards. But what is important here is that all these dashboards already authorized. We close the session. We can see some other content. We can open some other dashboards, but then we need to return to these dashboards, and the magic of mass login. They are already authorized, and they will be kept authorized for a certain time. It's another interesting tool for us. So you see, now the handling dashboards and mass dashboards is a story which be very, very convenient. The same way applies to the layouts. So here I have prepared for our demo a couple layouts. They are done with different profiles. So whenever you send the layout to video wall, it's It was not authorized before. It requires authorization. First time, of course, you started the work, you need to authorize yourself into them. So going here, again, authorizing. Okay, sign in. It's done. You see the dashboards are loaded and your preset is here. So what happens if we next time start this preset? So let's see how it works. This preset demo 1, just play, and the preset goes to video wall already authorized. So there is no need for any additional authorization, and it will be using the cache for the some decorative elements, which means that loading time will be much faster. Again, because we are saving this into the profile. That's how it works. The mass login is a very important feature, and it is a requirement for many customers, and they are quite disappointed when they don't receive it, when they need to enter credentials many times. And now it's a feature of Polywall. Second tool is the persistent sessions. So before, when it was working before, you were sending the dashboards authorizing, and when you close the dashboard and run it again requires authorization. So now persistent sessions is a feature of Polywall, and whenever you initiate the session, enter credentials, the dashboard is loaded and the session with server is started, it will not be disconnected unless it is terminated by the server or unless you reload your video wall controller PC. So this session will be kept for unlimited time. And right now, it is a very important feature to maintain and simplify and speed up the operation of the dashboards. And the loading time for the dashboards will be much, much faster just because of using the profiles, using the open session story. Okay. Third tool, which is still needed, sometimes it is important to have the incognito mode. Whenever you come as some invited guest or as just analytic for some meeting, and you don't want to save anywhere your credentials, you can put into the incognito mode, and then your data, your login and password will not be remembered by the Polywall and will not stay. There will be no maintained connection to the server. So when you close the story on the video wall, the data is gone, and you don't need to worry about this. Incognito mode. Sometimes it is important for some meetings. Another interesting tool is the dashboard scaling. So remember, I told about self-service. So some even in major colleagues, in major employees can create the dashboards. Sometimes they're looking like this, not optimized for video wall, because the person who created them was not really care or aware about how it will look like. So sometimes you just need to prepare such dashboards by zooming in or out, creating the perfect view. And then now the dashboard scaling is saved in a profile. So if you use a certain profile and you scaled the zoom level of the browser, it will be kept in this profile. And next time when you send it, the same scale will be applied. So how it works in a real life, we will be using the source called Grafana. It's another business intelligence tool. So that's a dashboard from image or self-service guy. He created some very long story and not really tailored to our video wall. Let's zoom it a bit to make sure that whatever we are doing, whatever we look at is perfectly available and perfectly aligned to our video wall. Okay, it's done. We would like to see this dashboard in exactly the zooming level. Okay, we close it. Next time when we send it to the video wall, the zoom level will be kept the same. So it works like this. You see? So whenever you prepare your sources in advance, once it will be kept in a profile, and next time you launch it, it will be perfectly aligned to your video wall. Using this, even if your dashboards are prepared by some amateur guys or self-service guys, it will not be really important. Okay, we have questions. Let's answer them. what happens if one of the dashboard requires a different set of credentials? Can exceptions be handled within the same profile, or do we have to create a separate profile? Yes, the answer is separate profile. So how it works? You can specify the profile when you select a source, edit source, and here you can have some operator. So, and when you save, okay, operator for demo, because operator I already have. So operator for demo, and when you send the source to Polywall, it will be using the operator for demo profile, and the credentials which you enter will be saved into this specific profile. So if other guys use other profiles, they will not see your credentials, they cannot be able to use it. So for instance, how it works, you have two operators, operator and administrator or supervisor. They have different credentials and different access level, because BI systems very often have the row level security or object level security, RLS, OLS. That's the two terms related to the access to data. So some colleagues just cannot see and cannot access the data which is prohibited for them, but another person can do. And the access level is defined on the level of the backend system. And when you authorize, your access level is applied. So some dashboards should be visible only to supervisors with full data, and some of them can be accessed by the admin, by the simple operator. In this case, you just use a separate profiles or incognito mode. If you're a supervisor and you would like just to publish some dashboard once, you use a incognito mode to publish the source without keeping your data safe. Okay, so the answer is a separate profile. Where are credentials stored? Credentials are stored by the browser in the profile. Profile is a certain feature of browser. Whenever you log in with your credentials, say a profile is created for them specifically. And whenever you launch your browser with your profile, when you authorize through Google account as an example, the profile is automatically applied. In this case, it is very simple to switch between profiles and to specify which profile to use when you start certain dashboard. So there could be some sources created by the operator with his profile, by the another user with his profile, and so on. So that's something which is very simple to handle right now. And the information is stored on the PC in the service folders of the browser. So that's the technology of the browser. Okay. Super. There is a two questions answered. Please do not hesitate to ask more questions related to this, which we can clarify. Okay, let's go further. The dashboard scaling is another tool, yes, as we discussed, to prepare the dashboards and then to have them always prepared and ready for the demonstration exactly like we want them to be. Behind all of this functionality is our next step forward in terms of browsers. We have upgraded our engine, which is used in the integrated browser source. It is based on Ceph. It is an engine of Chrome and Edge and many other different enterprise platforms. It is used by the different large organizations to create the tool, dashboards, some interfaces, etc., etc. It's very popular framework, which can right now, the latest version of it can support the profile, and we are aggressively using this feature. It have a maximum compatibility with all the standards, with all the different frameworks and formats for the data. It is fully supporting the HTTPS encrypted connection. It can support the cookies, tokens, scripts, extensions. So whatever you run as additions and run and set up as pre-settings will be saved into the profiles of the. And plus, on top of this latest version, is the essential requirements for the informational security or cyber security, because the security patches are coming very, very often, and it is important to always have your engines, your tools to be updated with the latest versions of the components to avoid the ability to close the ability for some third-party interventions into your premises. Okay, so that's the story about browsers. Multi-dashboard experience becomes really easy. There is a profiles which you can mention when you send the source to video wall. You can assemble the layouts which will be saved to video wall with your authorization, which happens only once at the beginning of the session at the morning. And then during the day, if your server do not terminate connections, all the dashboards will be pre-authorized and using your credentials. Okay, we don't have any new questions. Let's then go forward to some minor updates which we introduced into Polywall. First of all, I would like to mention that end of last year, it was discovered a critical security breach into one of the components which was used by our solution for the creation of layouts, scenes, and scenarios. And this American institute named it very critical because 9.8 rating is something which is not really good to have, even if you're operating in the closed environment. So in this current version 3.10, we completely replaced the tool which was used for this archiving engine. And this issue is not valid for Polywall anymore. But whatever you have already installed, whatever you already deployed, demo sessions, or the permanent installations, we recommend to update to the latest version. First, you get the dashboard experience for free. And second, you mitigate the security issue. So I would recommend you to check your Polywall projects and update if it is possible, or you see that it is important to update it to the latest version. If the installation was happened long before and the warranty finished, there is always an option how we can extend this warranty. Please come to me, and then we will discuss all these items. Okay, let's go further. The small addition to our security part is a single sign-on. So from now on, Polywall can be used to can be switched to SSO solution like Kcloak, which is implemented by your customer. So the authorization for the Polywall will happen based on your settings in your system, not in Polywall. So that kind of switch is very common for SSO systems. Whenever you need any specific features, group policies, or some additional topics, now framework for SSO is here. So whenever you need any additional features, it can be created per project basis very fast. Don't need a big development because of core compliance is here. SSO can be used right now anytime. Next point and next update is, I would say it's a quality of life update to increase the effectiveness, to simplify the work of our operators. That text type of source has been updated. First of all, we have before, in order to specify color of background or font, you had to use the name of the color, like red or blue, and some of the people were not 100% satisfied with this and need more precise selection. So now, in addition to this type of mentioning, there is a color pickers. So there is more options how you can specify the color of your text announcements. And also you can specify here the font. Just write Times New Roman, Arial, all these major fonts are supported. In addition to this, it's not really important and not really expected from the control room video wall management system, but still sometimes it is needed for decorative purposes. So RSS sticker. Now it is possible to mention instead of text, you can mention the address of the RSS sticker, and it will be used for the video wall decoration purpose. So you can put the sticker on the bottom line and have your forex exchange rates updated. It's not a really useful story in general, but a lot of customers would like to decorate their video walls with such functionalities. So it is available right now as a part of Polywall for all type of licenses. Another quality of life update is an update to the playlist type of source. So right now, before the playlist was a carousel of videos. So you was able to pack multiple video files and send them to information screen or video wall as a single source. Now you can also add photos. So it is an improvement. So whenever you have photos or videos alike, you can put them into the one playlist file, send it to your video wall or information screen, and have it just carousel of the photos and videos. So that really helps to make some information displays next to video wall. Okay, so these are the major stories and minor stories of new version of Polywall. Please update, try our Polywall version 3.10, update your existing installations, be ready for the business intelligence control room projects where you have multiple dashboards. Visit polywall.net, call me, reach me via the email, answer to your invitation to this meeting to ask your questions and discuss your projects. We'll be happy to assist you on all the stages and make sure that you win this project and have a perfect experience from collaboration with the vendor. Thank you for attention. I will be here for some time. We'll be happy to answer any questions which might arise from you. And yeah, have a perfect Friday. Thank you.